Hey yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Derek, formerly known as DoorDash Dad. I am on my way to the Detroit Lions versus Minnesota Vikings. I know it's pitch black. Sorry about that. It gets dark pretty early here in Michigan. You hate that one car that's in front of you going super slow. But I am on my way to Ford Field for probably maybe the fifth time this season. I don't have season tickets yet, but this video, man, YouTube has helped me to follow my dream of making videos about the Detroit Lions. Now, the success that I've had on my YouTube channels, all of them combined, I have been able to do things that I could have only dreamed of. Now, it's only recent. It's only this year. But I worked extremely hard to get there by this year, it is pitch black. Don't worry, because I'm about to get near some street lights, but I worked extremely hard to be there, and I've been able to. Last week I went to California. I went to see the Lions play the 49ers in a rematch of last year's NFC title game. I'm able to go to this game here. I'm able to go to the divisional round. I'm able to go to the NFC title game. I had a dude invite me to the Super Bowl. He bought 4 tickets to the Super Bowl. He's a Lions fan. He bought 4 tickets to the Super Bowl, and he said, listen, if the Lions win, you got a ticket. I'm like, get out of here, get out of here. But still, the YouTube has allowed me to become a season ticket holder, which is something that get on the waiting list to become a season ticket holder, which is something that not only a couple years ago I didn't want to do, but there's no way I would be able to do this type of stuff with DoorDash. There's no way I would be able to do this type of stuff. So it's so many cool things, because not only am I able to make content about the team that I love, but the content helps pay for the outings, and I can write this stuff off. A lot of this stuff I can write off on my taxes at the end of the year. So without doing YouTube, having success, and okay, people say YouTube, but what we really should be saying is without having a business, because that's what YouTube is. It can be for a lot of people. It can't, even if you want to vlog, you have to look at YouTube as a business. That is how, if you want to be successful, you can do whatever you want to do. But if you want to elevate your YouTube game, you got to look at it as a business. This year, I'm going to get the business LLC'd. I'm going to get, I'm going to see if I can trademark a few things. But last year, I said 2025 is the year of the business. So I'll have a business identification number and all that stuff, right? So YouTube, me looking at my YouTube channel like a business, it is a lot of adult spots on Michigan Avenue, man. Me looking at YouTube as a business, as I don't understand what the situation is. There's nothing happening in front of us. And you might be saying, well, Derek, what are you doing in the off season? The off season is still content. It's just different content. The NFL never stops. I said I've made multiple videos about trendy versus relevancy. NFL is always relevant. Now, 30 years ago, in the 90s, it wasn't as relevant as it is now with the invention of the internet and all of that. The internet was really the thing that took it to the next level. I remember when Barry Sanders was drafted, it looked like the draft was in somebody's basement. It looked like, you know, them old basements, man, with the wood. Every basement looked the same, had the wood panel finish on the walls. It looked like when Deion Sanders, because Deion Sanders and Barry Sanders were drafted in the same draft. And if they were, because there was Deion Sanders said if he came to Detroit, if Detroit chose him, he would retire. And I like Deion Sanders, but the NFL has evolved so much. So I can talk about things in the offseason. Directly after the NFL playoffs, you have the Super Bowl. if the Lions make the Super Bowl for their first time ever, that'll be content all over the place. Then after that, depending on the outcome of that, you have a parade a few days later, which it will be absolutely freezing in Detroit if that happens. But you've got a parade, and then the off season, before you know it, it'll be time for NFL free agency. And so it never stops. Now, will my revenue be the same? No, it's going to drop down for, I would say 6 months is pretty good. And for 6 months, it's average. But to a lot of people, it would be great what I can make. And I've made more money this year than I've ever made at my 9-to-5 job when I had it. And that's one channel. So yeah, I'm not trying to gloat and floss. I'm just saying, you know, sometimes you gotta, when you want to quit, you gotta keep going, and you gotta look at the big picture, man. So anyway, on my way, I don't know if you guys watch football, but this is a big deal. Whoever wins the game tonight, well, you'll be seeing this after the game. So whoever won this game has home field advantage and an easier path to the Super Bowl. You literally get one less game. You play all the lower seeds, and you're at home throughout the NFL playoffs. So anyway, never stop chasing your dream. And I hear, you know, I'm seeing this YouTube on easy mode thing, and I'm seeing that it reminds me of, I've seen a lot of people saying, hey, I'm glad I went to school. I'm glad I have a degree. I'm glad this and that. And I'm going to be real with you. We not living in that age. Is it great to have a trade or a skill? Absolutely. I have a Class B CDL. You know what they always need? School bus drivers. If I had no choice, I could go drive a school bus or any other truck, but I know that they need school bus drivers all the time. School bus driver is a difficult job, so I know I could always, as long as kids need transportation to school, I could always fall back on that. But outside of that, there's nothing wrong. You can make the same money, if not more money, doing a YouTube business. And instead of a YouTube channel, it needs to be called YouTube business. But you can make the same amount of money that you might make with a master's degree. It's just, yeah, AdSense and stuff is finicky. You just got to be smart. You got to be smart, man. You know, I get paid 12 times a year, and I pay all my bills when the YouTube money comes in. I pay everything that's due. All my credit cards, all the rent, the lights, the gas. I pay everything and get it out the way so I don't have to worry about it later. But anyway, you guys are going to see this after the game. Never stop chasing your dreams, man. And don't let a little, you know, Batman Begins said it the best. Why do we fall? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Don't fall for this easy mode trend, but it does get better, and it can get better. You do have to know what you're doing. Getting on easy YouTube is the easy part. That's the easy part. Staying and being successful is the hard part. Anyway, look, I'll catch y'all later. Go Lions.